But this war is mine. This war is mine.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Lugg's Colts. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, second down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's 1,000. So wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now, Freeman was limited against the Seahawks in Week 6. 40 yards, 12 carries. Tevin Coleman, he struggled to get going as well.
Tough going always against Seattle because their number one object, take away the running game. And they did that against Atlanta. But the beauty of those two backs is their versatility. There'll be times when if they don't run it very well, they'll just sneak them out of the backfield and throw it to them. And that can work for big yardage for the Falcons.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 5. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, DeQuell Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, it's Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run. this is Robert Turbin trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
On second down, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long, it's Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return will stop right around the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Shreds the tackle. His throw caught at about the 5. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Hey, we've got time left. Watch out, drive.
To throw on second down is Locke. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical.
39 yards and a touchdown, but all the buzz afterwards was that last play where there may have been pass interference against him on Richard Sherman.
I don't think that he and the Falcons have any doubt that there was. That's in their mind. That's their opinion. But I loved how he handled it in the postgame. Listen, I thought it was, but hey, we're just moving on from here. Think about it this way. They went 1-1 against Denver and Seattle in their last 2 games. Ultimately, I think they'll take it.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
It's a pickup of 16 there to lead to a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. And again, it's Turbin. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. 3rd and 2, Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They snap it to Luck. And this is incomplete. Well, incomplete there, but Charles, switching gears for a second, talking about quarterback play, we have seen a lot of good quarterback play so far this year, haven't we?
We always talk about Drew Brees. That's almost old hat, but let's give him his respect. But how about some new names that are on this list? Matt Ryan has elevated his game to its highest level. How about what Sam Bradford has done in Minnesota? Did anyone really see that coming? And the rookie, Dak Prescott, he deserves big-time mention for the start he's given Dallas. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Well, they'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Cardinal we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rob. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Butler. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you don't, going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now it's Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, partner, we're through week 6, so let's stir that MVP pot. Who are you liking right now?
Sam Bradford, Minnesota. Zeke Elliott, Dallas. Julio Jones, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, Atlanta. Dark horse, Dak Prescott in Dallas, and you have to give the defense some love. What about Von Miller?
Yeah, Von Miller too, but how about that? A couple guys from Atlanta, a couple from Dallas. Those offenses humming right now. Now a handoff to start it out to Turbin. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Luck. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Ryan, middle of the field. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw is Ryan. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. In motion right is Jones. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st down, it's Lott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again here with Turbin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, and he's got his tight end, Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. One receiver left is trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down is Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw, Love. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Luck now on second down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They run with Turbin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. with Turbin. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And, partner, I know we've done some division talk, looked at different races, particularly the NFC East. What else besides NFC East is catching your eye now?
I can't help it. It's the AFC South. I came into the year thinking this was a division with a lot of intriguing storylines, and they had a great offseason. I wanted to see how it would develop.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 58 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it now with Turbin. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Third and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Luck. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And now a first down following that long gain. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Turbin from 17 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
In motion goes the tight end. This time Ryan will throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's caught. Jones Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The throw on second down is Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Out of the gun, Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They run. Devontae Freeman calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shut.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Luck. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A gain of 3, second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. To throw is Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Jones will come now in motion right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Freeman, and able to push his way forward here. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. He's back to throw. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So the D-line's going to spread out. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And that's caught at the 25. They get 39 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with time running out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quick.